Mage Hand on the lute, and I'm gonna make a little bonfire. It's playing the lute, and it's gonna take off one of the strings. So you've got one string kind of floating over to me with the top part where the where like the tuner is still attached, and it's actually really sharp on one end. So I turn Fillmore's head upside down. I'm just like, oh, fucking Balor, yeah. And I take the sharp end of the pick and I just ram it right into my forearm and go all the way down. So it's like just spewing blood into Fillmore's skull. And then I cast Healing Word on myself, so it sorts itself out. And then I take off my invisibility ring. I put it in the skull. I cast Heat Magic on it, so it starts bubbling and foaming, and it kind of starts boiling. And then I just kind of pick it up to myself, and I go, as long as this works for both of us, I guess I am yours. And I drink it back to the Balor.
Alright, Wilmore kind of drinks it back, lifting up the skull to his lips. And as you do that and put the skull back down, you can see from your mouth to the skull this black smoke just kind of wafting and lingering, spreading that expanse between the distance. And from the skull just starts lifting up these black plume of smoke, just surrounding the area until your whole vision is just black for that moment. Almost reminiscent of what the Shadowfell looked like in that one vision, in the dream that you had. And as the smoke kind of pushes away to the side, parting like the sea, you can see in front of you the image of Frank the Balor with his lightning sword and his flame whip in the other hand, his large bat-like wings spread out wide, kind of flapping slowly up and down, pushing away the black smoke in the area all around, and you can feel that immense heat raging up from him. And he looks at you with his glowing eyes and kind of that smoke just lingering away from him. It's Wilmore, at last, you have pleased your patron with this ritual. It brings me great pleasure to see you finally uphold your end of the deal. Perhaps now old Frankie should let you in on what could be useful information. You see, I too have a rival. Another Balor by the name Ertu. He's always been jealous of my supreme powers and would do anything to try to prove superiority. And so, centuries ago, he went on to serve a group of liches to gain more power. These liches created a magical crystal, Krenshinabon. They performed a powerful ritual to bring the crystal to life, and once they did, it absorbed the magical powers that preserved the lich's undead state and exploded with a powerful magic force, sending Ertu back to the abyss in an explosion in its creation. Ertu, thinking the crystal to have been destroyed, spent many years trapped in the abyss and becoming an ally to Loth, the Queen of Spiders and Dark Mother of the Drow. He was then mistakenly summoned by a weaker wizard on the material plane, and he broke out of the controls of that wizard and its weak summoning circle and killed him, and went in search of the magic crystal once again, which he could sense somewhere on the material plane. He went in search of it in the north, the great north, finding it in possession of a weak wizard named Akar Kessel. But the powers of the crystal quickly changed that. He joined this lone wizard's cause for power and destruction of the north of Icewind Dale, using the arcane powers of the crystal shard to take over the minds of thousands and thousands of creatures in the north, and have them do his bidding and fight for him. Ertu agreed to join him, thinking he could reclaim the crystal once the wizard died. But before he could, Ertu was stopped and defeated by a drow who tricked him, posing as a typical evil drow, much like one that would worship Loth. But really, he was an outlier, unlike any other who lived on the surface. Unlike any other and lived on the surface, outside of his way and his people. The drow defeated Ertu, banishing him to the abyss, but only for 100 years. And the drow and his allies of the clan Battlehammer, the dwarves of clan Battlehammer, the barbarians of the north, and the humble residents of Icewind Dale stopped the wizard from taking over Icewind Dale with his army of mind-controlled goblins, orcs, ogres, giants, and other verbeegs. Ertu, banished to the abyss, has once again joined in alliance with the Spider Queen of the Drow, Loth, and together they used her powers to kill my minions, poison and entrap me in a web cocoon, and banished me to the Shadowfell so that Ertu could prove his dominance and try to weaken the barriers and open a rift between the abyss and the material plane. Those cultists you all killed the night you met me and made our pact were trying to bring me back to the material plane and free me from her binds. And they were successful, but our pact sent me back to the darkness of the Shadowfell. And so now, with my powers within you, I need you to get revenge on the Drow and help me destroy Ertu. If and when he makes it to the material plane again, in search of the Crystal Shard. Ertu will find another powerful wizard. Believe that. Stop the Drow from gaining the power they seek.
Oh, my friend. I think we're both on the same point here. You said the Drow? Well, guess what? An old friend of mine is in charge of the Drow now, and I'm trying to kill him too.
Old friend, the wizard you speak of.
Yeah, it's kind of a hate-hate relationship.
This wizard may be the one Ertu will try to seek out for to become powerful and work along him for utter dominance and destruction. Make sure that does not happen.
I assure you it won't. But I do request, just in the future, keep keeping a good eye on me, my friend. We are in it like this. You and me, we're best buds now, right, buddy? I go to give him like a fist bump, like really far away though.
See, just his wings flapping up behind him as he's just lifting off the ground weightlessly. You can just smell that sulfur wafting in the air. He doesn't move towards you at all or gesture. He says, Wilmore, it took 3 months. 3 months for you to uphold your end of the bargain. Our friendship, our patronship could be much stronger by now if you weren't such a fucking bastard.
But I am your bastard. I give him a little wink.
That may be. And we are linked together in this quest. So, you make me happy. And Wilmore, believe I will make you happy.
Thank you, my good friend. Maybe I'll see you next full moon?
You perform another ritual. We'll be seeing a lot more of each other. You continue on your quest killing these drow, stopping Loth, the Spider Queen, on her vengeance, her journey, her quest. You and I will have a lot more meeting to do.
This is how Wilmore got a boyfriend.
Yeah, it's a boy and he's a friend. What's wrong with that? I thought we were all boyfriends in this group. But anyway, all right, my friend, I tell you what. Maybe I'll reach out to you a little bit before next full moon, buddy.
Wilmore, you know where to find me. And he looks kind of downwards to your Uncle Fillmore's skull. And he just kind of sits there with his wings flapping and hovering him off the ground. Kill the wizard and stop him from leading Ertu and Loth to total victory and dominance. And with that, the lightning strikes in the distance, and you see a eruption of flames all around him as that black smoke starts surrounding your vision once more, and totally enveloping him, and he disappears from your vision with that. As the smoke kind of lingers in the air, just surrounding all around you, and pretty much all you can see. It takes a couple of moments for it to spread out and dissipate, and bring you back to this area where you are currently.
I just take a big deep breath. Kill the Spider Queen. Do this. Do that. I'm already destined to kill the one guy, but whatever. And I put the fire out, and I just kind of march back again, just like a little kid that just got scolded. Just kind of super powerful friends. Gotta keep them happy. And then I go to bed.
Love it. Alright, yep, you go to bed, and you guys all wake up the next morning.